everyone, so today's video is going to be all about my journey to getting a cat because I recently got a cat. I'll show a picture of him. He's actually currently sleeping on my desk, which is also where my camera is, or my phone I guess. And yeah, this is going to be all about my journey towards getting this cat and how difficult it actually was for me to get a cat because of all of the stuff that happened. I guess that's what I'm all going to describe in this video. I am in quite a lot of pain today and I am quite nauseous, so I don't know how well this video is going to go and if I can even finish it, but yeah, we'll see how it goes, I guess. Now, our first problem with getting a cat was the fact that we don't have a car. Neither me or my dad have a driver's license. We also don't have a car. We do everything with public transport, and some areas just aren't accessible with public transport, and a lot of the time that we would message the people from the shelter that had cats, they would tell us where the cat was living, like with which family and where it was, and a lot of the time these places would be either really far away or like completely unreachable with public transport, so we would have to tell the shelter like, I'm sorry, but we can't go visit this cat. And I feel like slowly over time these people really started hating us, because every single time that we were interested we would message them back like a couple hours later being like, sorry, it's way too far, we can't reach that. And even when we were able to reach a place where a cat was living that we could potentially adopt, these people would not like the fact that we didn't have a car. Like, we would mention that we had to take public transport and they would immediately go, oh, that's not going to work, because what are you going to do if the cat like needs a vet? Like, you can't just put the cat on public transport because that's going to make them scared. And yeah, a lot of these people didn't like the fact that we didn't have a car, and I don't think they liked the fact that like it was me and my dad either. I feel like a lot of them wanted like a couple to get a cat, or like a father and his like young child, not like a child of 24 years old, because I feel like a lot of them thought that one day in the near future I would move out and then my dad would have the cat like all alone. And a lot of these people just didn't understand that like, I'm not gonna move out. Like, I can't, I'm disabled, I'm chronically ill, I can't take care of myself, and so like I'm not gonna move out anytime soon. So yeah. Now also, two of the places that we visited to see some cats had a lot of stairs, and they didn't tell us that beforehand. Even though my dad would mention on the phone or in an email the fact that I was disabled and I used like a mobility aid, like a walking stick, they would still never mention the fact that they would have like 4 flights of stairs. And so then we would arrive and they would be like, oh yeah, by the way, you have to go to like the 5th floor. And I would just stand there like, great. I love that for me. I love destroying my entire body just to see a cute cat, which sure, like the place where we got this cat from, which I'm pointing towards the camera because he's behind the camera, he's looking out of the window. The place that we got him from was actually also on the 2nd floor, and yeah, it was very difficult going up that staircase, especially because she asked us to like remove our shoes, and I was very like inclined to say no, because I struggle walking around without shoes because it gives me like zero support. And then to ask me to go up a slippery staircase with just socks on, like that's asking for trouble. So it took me a very long time to climb those stairs, but I did it, and we ended up meeting this cat that's currently behind the camera. We ended up meeting him. He was very sweet, and yeah, I'm very glad that we have him now, but again, I did like destroy my entire body in the process of getting him. So yeah. Now, a lot of the time that we would visit these people to like see some cats, I would also be very, very nervous because I am like a young person using a mobility aid, like a walking stick, and I know they're gonna ask questions, and every single time that they did, because every single time that we went to visit a cat, they did ask me questions about my health. Every single time I just wanted to be like, I'm here for this cat, like I'm not here to answer questions about my health. I want to know about the cat's health. Like, I can understand being curious. Like, I am, again, a young person using a walking stick. You don't usually see that. But I feel like you have to realize, like, this person that you're meeting is here to, like, meet the cat that you have. and potentially adopt it, and they're not here to answer questions about your health. Now, my cat is currently looking at my camera like he wants to walk towards it, so I'm a bit nervous that he is going to, because he's been very playful all morning, so I'm very scared that he's gonna like knock it over. But so far he hasn't yet. This is only the third time that I filmed with him here, so yeah, I'm very nervous. Okay, he's playing with one of my stuffed animals, which is fine, I guess. I just don't want him to destroy it. But yeah, at least it's not one of my squishmallows, I guess, because I would rip that thing away from him very fast. But yeah, he's laying down again, so everything's fine. I guess he just wanted to take out some aggression on a plushie of a turtle, I guess, for some reason. So yeah, he's falling asleep again, so that's good. So yeah, I forgot what I was saying, but yeah, point being, if you want to ask like medical questions about my health, like I can understand it, but like maybe stop asking if you see me being very uncomfortable, because most of the time I am. But in these situations, I didn't want to be rude and be like, don't ask me those questions, because most of the time I do say stuff like that when it's like a random person on the street asking me what's wrong with me. But I feel like in these situations, I couldn't just be like, don't ask me that question, because that would be like very rude, and then potentially they would maybe not let us adopt the cat. Especially with the last person that we were with to adopt him, she asked me also a lot of medical questions, but like I really liked this cat and she wanted to like give him to us, but I could tell that if I didn't answer her question, she would potentially like, you know, take back her offer of giving us the cat. So yeah, I ended up answering like her questions, which was really uncomfortable, especially because she didn't even like offer us a chair to sit on. And so I was doing the entire conversation standing up while having just done like 2 flights of stairs on socks. So yeah, that wasn't fun, but at least I got a cat out of it. He's very cute, he's very adorable. I really like him. I'm glad that I have him. And yeah, now another thing that happened with this last person that we actually got my cat from is that she kept asking if I was excited to have him, like when the cat was still living at her place, and then when she brought him to us like 2 weeks later. Like, she kept asking me if I was excited to have him, and when I kept saying like, yeah, of course I'm excited, she would look at me and she would go, yeah, but you don't really look excited. And again, I feel like that's just like my autism making it like impossible for me to like show like proper emotions on my face, I guess. Like, I feel like I am showing emotion, I feel like I am showing like excitement, and then people look at me and I must just look like I'm really bored for some reason. So yeah, that's once again my autism just like ruining an entire conversation, because I feel like this lady really wasn't convinced of the fact that I was excited to have this cat, even though I was like petting it. And that was really difficult because I couldn't like reach down a lot, because he was obviously on the floor and I was standing up, and reaching down to pet him like hurt me a lot after again like 2 flights of stairs. So I feel like because of that as well, she didn't think that I was excited to have him, even though I was the one who wanted to have a cat and we explained that to her. Like, I find it again so difficult that like people don't understand that like we explained to this lady that I have autism, that I have chronic pain, that I'm in pain all the time, and still she was like, why don't you seem excited? Why are you not petting the cat when it's on the floor and I have to bend down to pet it? Like, I'm not gonna do that every 10 seconds, because then I'm gonna break my back. Like, I'm already breaking my back by just sitting here without like any support behind me. Like, I'm already breaking my back like that. If I'm gonna bend down every 10 seconds to pet my cat, I'm gonna destroy my entire body. But again, I do get it. These people usually don't know a lot about like chronic pain and like autism and stuff like that. But again, this lady, we literally like explained to her how much pain I'm in every single day, because again, we didn't want her to say no to me getting this cat. And so she literally knew how much pain I'm in every single day, and still she was like, why are you not bending down to pet your cat every 10 seconds? Like, I'm gonna pet him when he's at the same height as me, like all the time. Like, I love him a lot. but I'm not gonna destroy my body just to pet him. Like, he's gonna be okay with me not petting him every 10 seconds. Like, he's perfectly fine with that. I'm not petting him right now, and he's literally just sleeping on my desk. Like, he's fine. Like, I get where this woman was coming from, because again, she is like, and my cat is awake again. Like I said, I get where this woman is coming from. She just wants, this cat that she has taken care of for 2 months to end up in a good place. And if she feels like this person that she is going to give this cat to doesn't seem like too excited to have it, and isn't like petting the cat all the time, like, I can understand being concerned. But again, she literally knew how much pain I was in every single day, so I feel like it just made me feel bad. Like, after she said that, I would continuously like bend down and pet him, and then get back up again and talk to her again, and then bend down and pet him and get up again. And I was literally like destroying my entire body. Like, I was in a lot of pain that night when I went to sleep. I literally didn't sleep at all. And also didn't help the fact that he was like meowing like every hour, because he was scared of where he was, obviously. So yeah, like, I get why she was doing that, why she was like concerned, and why she said that, but it just made me feel bad. And I feel like you should realize that when you say stuff like that you're gonna make the person feel bad for not like showing the proper emotion, even though I can't. Like, it's not like I can force myself. I mean, I could technically, but I don't want to, because that feels fake. So yeah, despite what this lady like thought or said, I am very excited to have him. Obviously, we've had him for a month now, and my phone is completely filled with pictures of him. And yeah, I love him a lot. He is way more playful than I was expecting, because I was expecting like a calmer cat, because he's already like 5 or 6 years old, I guess. So I was expecting a cat that was a bit more calm, but he's actually quite playful. He is like sleeping now. Now he's sleeping on my desk chair and not my desk anymore. But yeah, I am very glad to have him. Like, everything has become like way easier. Like, fixing my sleep schedule has become way more easy since we got him. And filming has become way easier, because I feel more like at ease with him being here, because he always stays near me pretty much like the entire time. And yeah, that really comforts me. I really like having him here. I'm really glad that we were able to adopt him, even though the process was like so difficult. And that's not even talking about like the emotional aspect of the process, because obviously every single time that we would send a message to a person that had a cat that we could potentially adopt, I would already like imagine what it would be like to have this cat. And then they would send a message back being like, oh yeah, sorry, we live like 20 miles away and public transport doesn't get here. And I would be like, okay, dreams ruined. So yeah, it wasn't exactly a very fun couple of weeks of us trying to get a cat. But yeah, we did obviously manage to do it. I have a cat now. I'm very glad about that. He was a bit sick this weekend, which made me very scared, because I thought I was immediately going to lose this cat after only having him for a month. But he seems fine now. He was just a bit ill, I guess. So yeah, I'm very glad about that. And with that, I'm going to end this video, I guess. Like I said, I am in a lot of pain today, and this is the second video I'm filming today. So yeah, I just want to stop this video and lay down and maybe write and read a little bit. So yeah, I hope this video was at least like a little bit interesting. I know that it wasn't like anything book related, but I thought it was still interesting to talk about like how difficult it was to get this cat, considering that I am like disabled. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and bye.